Hello everybody and welcome to episode 22 of the Dutch Dream. In today's video we're going to be playing Arsenal in the second leg of the Europa League semi-final, the furthest we've ever got in the competition, and we're in with a decent chance of actually progressing into the final in what will be maybe one of the last episodes of the series. We're going to have this. If this is where we go out of the Europa League, then all we're going to see in the next video is the end of the Eredivisie season. But if we do end up going through, there'll obviously be a video of the final, which would be a great way to end the series, and we'll also still do the end of season match in the Eredivisie, where we're in with a chance of, if you can see here in the table, with 4 points clear of Ajax with 2 games to go. So it's pretty much in the bag, and wouldn't you know it, we've got Ajax in the next game at home. So that'll be the next video where hopefully we can win our first ever title and our first piece of silverware, but at the same time we're also competing in the Europa League, so that's where all our focus is today. If you look at the schedule, after the Ajax match we've got an away match against Excelsior, which shouldn't matter as long as we don't lose to Ajax. So in that match I'll play all the players that are named after channel viewers, because I think it'd be a nice way to show you guys your players in the final match and just let you all have a run out on the pitch. So the first leg against Arsenal, you can see here, it ended 1-1. We got pretty much battered in the game. We're down to 10 men too, but because of an early goal from Zeballos, we got an away goal and we've made it through. Arsenal are much the better team, but the good thing about this is if we look at the Europa League, if we can get past Arsenal, the final is going to be against one of either Lazio or Bilbao. At the minute, it looks like it's going to be Bilbao, and I can't think of an easier final than that. So even though we're not favourites here, there is quite a lot of pressure to beat Arsenal, because this is almost like the final already. And if we win the semi-final, I think we've got a pretty good chance of winning the competition as a whole. So the team that we're going for today to face this Arsenal team is Grief in goal. DeMarco, who even though we wanted to get rid of him and we brought in a new left back, is still performing well. So for this season, there's no point changing it. He will be our left back. With Cooper, Martin, Hoover, who I've just put in now because I realised I had Pitchy in, Amateo, Bazor, Andrew, Arezo, Zeballos and Booting. That is the team to face Arsenal today. Can we actually qualify for the Europa League final? That would be a brilliant way to end this series if we can finish with an Eredivisie and the Europa League title. But we're definitely underdogs. We're going to go into it with the hope that we can do it anyway. So let's get into the match and let's see what happens. And we are off in the game here. Arsenal with a team featuring the likes of Pasalic, who was an ex-Chelsea player, Gnabry, Pepe, Lacazette. I think Aubameyang is out, which is good news for us. But straight away there's a highlight here, and it's Hoover on the ball for us. We've got the ball. That's what we like to see. Obviously, we're expecting Arsenal to get at least 1 goal. We've just got to hope that we maybe just win the actual match in itself here, because I think a draw would probably be a score draw, and I imagine Arsenal will get more than 1. So really, we want to try and win this game here, and it's Arezo who's going forward. He's made a lot of space, done really well, and it's a good first chance, which Leno has saved pretty easily, but we're starting out really nicely here. More shots, more on target, more possession, pretty much everything that we could want, we've got it. Again, as this is one of the last episodes, I know there isn't many people watching these videos anymore, but I didn't really just want to end this series without doing a proper ending to it like I did with the Chelsea series. So to thank all you guys for watching so far, I am recording these last few matches. Hopefully you are enjoying it, and again, thank you for all the support on the series so far. Hopefully we can start a new series soon and get even more people on board with it, and hopefully you guys will stick around to watch that one too. I know we did pick up a lot of Eredivisie, Vitesse fans. Hold on, Andrew has just scored here. Out of nothing, he's had a pretty poor shot from the right-hand side. Ex-Chelsea boy scoring against Arsenal. That is probably the biggest goal in Vitesse's history, really. I think Leno just messed it up completely. We'll have a look here. Hoover laid it back to Booting. Booting found Andrew, and it was a good strike, to be honest, but Leno should do a lot better with that, and we're 1-0 up. And at least we know that we've scored 1 goal here today, so if Arsenal do get 1 back, it could go into extra time. As I was saying, we did get a lot of Eredivisie and Vitesse fans subscribing when I started this series, which is obviously going to happen because it's to do with that team. But I am hoping that you guys, if you have enjoyed this series enough, will continue watching the channel and see what else we do on here, because it's really exciting building this little community of people. And as we go 55 minutes in here, we're still 1-0 up, and let's have a little look at the Lazio game, and they are 3-2 up against Bilbao right now, which is very interesting. It could be a Lazio final. It could go either way right now, because obviously 2 away goals for Lazio there. Bilbao have also already got 2. Timo Bakayoko playing for Arsenal, another Chelsea player. But this game is ticking on quite nicely here. I didn't notice we're in the 70th minute already. 1-0 up. We should be at least going into extra time here, and we're going to bring a few changes on. Petrelli can come on for Zeballos. We're going to move Booting into right wing, take Arezo, he's not having the best of games. Bring on Lopez, and we'll save our other substitution just in case it goes into extra time. I said it a while ago, this series was kind of like a tester of things, this FM21, so I'm really happy that we have got the face cam working now. I'm going to try and figure out a way to stop my computer revving up as much when I play Football Manager. Maybe there's nothing I can do, maybe there's a case of taking off some of the leagues or lowering the graphics quality or something like that, but we'll see what happens. And we got quite lucky there because Arsenal were pressing Grief quite high and almost stole it off him, but it was a good ball from Grief to find Petrelli. But Bellerin has stole it back off him, and now Gnabry is working the ball with Saliba, Holding, and I think there's about to be an Arsenal opportunity here. Just hopefully they won't score it. Holding hits the ball up to Gnabry, Gnabry to Willock Willock finds Bellerin on the right hand side, who's got plenty of space, a bit too much space if you ask me. He's played the ball into the box, it finds Willock, and Willock's shot, assisted by Gnabry, kinda similar to the one we saw with Andrin, except it was a bit better placed. And that will mean that we'll go into extra time now, because both teams have got an away goal. So, not the way we would have wanted it to go here. We have definitely outperformed Arsenal, I would say. I just wish a few more of our shots were on target. But maybe not extra time just yet, because there's a throw-in with us on the left-hand side with DeMarco. He crosses it in, and Andrin almost gets his second of the game. That would have been brilliant if Andrin, the ex-Chelsea boy, would have wanted to knock Arsenal out of Europa League. But now Arsenal do have a corner, which Grief saves well. That was a very close one, and the highlight isn't ending there, so we might be about to get a chance with Grief, who finds Bootink, who is free. Bootink goes up the right wing with Hoover. Hoover can put a good ball in if he can make it past his man. He has found Bootink. Could he do it? Thomas Bootink, our best player for a long time. He takes the shot. Leno saves and goal, and it's out for a corner, and we're putting on the pressure here. We do not want extra time. We want to be able to focus on the Eredivisie after this match. But the fact that we're even in with a competitive chance of getting into this final, and we've actually outperformed Arsenal, really shows how well we've done with this club and how far we've come. But with the 90 minutes ending there, we are going into extra time, and we're going to just say, you deserve to win this match. Let's do it. Let's see. It's going to take a lot of effort, but this is the Europa League semi-final. What do you expect? And we'll just quickly check the Lazio game. It looks like Lazio have won. They're winning 4-3. I would assume their match is done, but I don't know. So it would be a Lazio final if we were to get through. I would have preferred a Bilbao final, but Lazio we could definitely still take. And are we about to go to penalty shootouts for the second time ever, 2 videos in a row? Like, that would be nuts. We didn't have a penalty shootout for ages. We got one in the last video, and it might be about to happen again. Petrelli to Ross Cooper, DeMarco. I would also just like to say, I did say I was going to show the Porto game, but we were like 4-0 up after the first leg or something like that, so I thought there's no point showing it. I'll just get straight into the Arsenal match so you guys can see the important one. Bakayoko to Willock. Willock to Bellerin. Bellerin on the right-hand side of the pitch. This is where he caused problems before. He goes past DeMarco, who's been getting kind of battered today, but Grief makes a save, and now I'm already thinking about bringing people on just for penalties. I know Mateo isn't a good penalty taker, and he is knackered, so we're going to bring on Trevor Chalobah, and we'll also bring on our new left back as we get the 4th substitution in extra time. I've just made the changes, and I've noticed that Arsenal have got another ex-Chelsea player in the form of Emerson at left back. And this could be a problem now though. Gnabry goes forward with Martinelli. Martinelli, could he break our hearts right now? Oh, this guy has. Andre Anderson. This is so sad. This isn't the way I wanted it to go. But I guess it is right. That is Arsenal after all. We are Vitesse. But we've came so far in this Europa League campaign. It would have been so nice to get into a final which would have actually been winnable. But fair play to Arsenal. They've beat us on the night, even though it might not have been fully deserved in my opinion. But Bootink is going to break away here. And the reason I'm so downhearted, by the way, is because even if we do score, it doesn't matter because we need another goal. But if Carvin Lopez can pull an equaliser back now, that could have made it interesting, but he didn't. The young boy missed his shot up close, but you can't really blame him. He's probably only played like 4 matches before, and now he's in the Europa League semi-final. Maybe the substitutions on my end weren't the best choices. Arsenal might be about to get another goal with Emerson in the left-back position. The goal scorer for Arsenal, Andre, loses the ball actually, and now we're going to counter-attack, so who knows what could happen, but there is only 30 seconds left. If we did score, it would just be a consolation goal, but hopefully we can get one. Just say that we've done quite well and got 2 draws out of Arsenal. Grief to Cooper. Cooper up to Bootink. Bootink lays it back to Martin. Martin finds Hoover. Hoover is in here. He just needs one little cross in, and we have a goal. Hoover's done so well there. He's taken it past everyone, and the ball's just bounced away. I didn't really know what happened then. I thought he was going to go down for a penalty. He didn't, and the game is over. And after 21 shots, I'm going to say I'm pleased with the performance. They seem angry, but you know, you weren't expected to be here. You've done really well just to get to the semi-final, these players have. So I'm happy with that. It would have been a Lazio final, we can confirm that now. And I expect Arsenal to go on and win the Europa League. I think they are actually the holders of Europa League right now. They are. So they won it last year. We almost beat them. So I think that shows how far we have come. But who needs Europa League anyway? We're going to go on to the Champions League. I will keep playing this save even when I'm not recording anymore. So maybe one day I'll update you guys on how everything's going. But yeah, that will be the end of today's video, and that means that the next video will actually be the final episode where we're going to play Ajax and then we'll quickly play Excelsior. It will be a 2-game episode, and in the Excelsior match we'll use all of you youth players that are named after you guys. So that'll be really fun, I think, really interesting. And it looks like we're going to end the series in the next episode with our first ever piece of silverware. What a way to end it that will be. I thank you all for watching and supporting the series so far. Your support always means a lot. If you can, hit that subscribe button, help us get closer to 160 subscribers. I hope you do come back to watch more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.